Welcome back to the BCC. This is Marc Ponzio here for the second installment of the finals from the Vermont State Crokinole Championship. Special thanks to the Lake Champlain Crokinole Club for what a wonderful event they threw. Here we are with Marc Ponzio on the left, shooting in the white discs, and Ehren Lewis on the right, shooting the green discs. This tournament was a double elimination, so this is the second matchup between these two for the finals. On this one again, Ehren took the first shot. We're off 1-1 in the cup. And it's a 20s race to start the match. Marc's following suit. Ehren's getting 3. Marc's up to 3. Here we go. Both of these shooters are doing pretty well in their 20s to start right off. We're up to 4-4. Ehren hits 5. Marc hits 5. See if we're heading for a perfect round here. Oh, commentator's curse, so to speak. Ehren goes a little long. Now let's see what Marc can do with this. Looks like he was trying to roll to the left or maybe possibly follow through, but ended up with sort of a bad spot right on top of the hole. See if Ehren can make this work. He does. He gets the 20, converts nicely, but Marc still has the hammer, and it's now 6-6 in the cup. Ehren comes up a little short. All Marc has to do is a simple hit and stick to take out, and he bounces off a peg, ruining his chances at winning that round. What a shame. I think Ehren's giving him a little guff for that one too. Okay, second round. Marc starting us off. Marc opens with a 20, strong start. Ehren just misses his 20, lips out. Marc rolls to a decent spot on the far side of the hole from Ehren. Ehren rolls up just a bit, leaving a possible 20 for Marc. Doesn't really work out. Marc ends up rolling out of the house. He sort of left himself set up for a later shot, perhaps. Ehren's going to have to, of course, shoot outside of the house to that piece in the 5. Ultimately, Ehren's got a lot of board presence and will, after this shot, for sure, have a lot of board presence. But Marc does have one in the cup. Ehren also has the hammer advantage. So it's sort of even at this point as far as position. It's also early enough that a lot is going to change over the next 5 or 6 shots each. Okay, so let's see. Ehren's going for the piece on the outside. What can he make happen here? He tries to dig into the house, but ends up bouncing off a peg there. Looks like Marc's going to go for that piece right in the center. Can he convert? Ooh, he bounces out, lips out just a little bit. He manages to demote the green disc, but not quite good enough. There's still a lot of pieces on the table. And at some point, Ehren's likely to pick up that 20. Now, Ehren rolled to the opposite side, separating his discs, which is a really smart move. Now, Marc's going to have a hard time clearing everything. He'd have to get one heck of a double or a triple. The double is sort of out to the side and not worth a lot of points. The triple is impossible based on the peg position. This is a really tough board to clear all at once or to clear effectively. Looks like Marc just went for the higher value piece there, the one that was closer to the center, perhaps. Ehren doing a really good job throughout this interchange, where all he's doing is just replacing the pieces that Marc is knocking off. Without a good double or an angle in for a 20 somewhere, Marc's not going to make up any ground. And Marc tried perhaps for a double there, but ultimately he ended up not moving 2 pieces. Again, Ehren's just going to take over and just replace the piece one at a time. Still has the board advantage, still has the property on the board right now. Ehren has 20 points on the board, so if he can take out that white piece and keep something on the board, he's going to win the round. Okay, that's it. 4-0, Ehren to Marc. Moving right along. Ehren's going to start the next round here. Okay, starting it off, Ehren opens with a 20. Marc comes up a little short, leaving Ehren a really nice backboard. Maybe it's a little bit of a heavy hanger, but still it's a backboard he could take advantage of. Ehren's had a good percentage with these heavy hangers in this match, and in the previous match for that matter. He rolled off to the right just a little bit. leaving perhaps a touch in for Marc. And Marc manages to clear and the touch in. Pretty nice. That was a pretty nice clear and conversion there. Ehren gets the next 20. Marc overshoots. Now Marc's getting into some bad territory. He's behind a little bit. Ehren sort of fumbles his shot. Marc manages to catch up, but he leaves a piece in a bad spot. Ehren might place the defensive here. He could hold the play on his side of the board if he wanted to. He does have that option, but no, he tries to roll in because Marc has the hammer. Ehren gets into the center but doesn't get anywhere near the hole. Marc leaves a piece kind of in no man's land. Ehren, I think, is going to attempt to follow through here. It's pretty much his only option to try and get ahead of Marc with the hammer advantage. He does a really good job of pushing through that piece, but ultimately lands just a bit off center, and it didn't stick. Again, Marc tried to follow through as well. Ended up hanging around the hole but not really getting a 20. Ehren's coming in from the side, again showcasing his heavy hanger shots and how cleanly he puts those away. He did a really great job there. That shot was important too. It put him well into the advantage. If he can get this 20, there's nothing Marc can do to even tie the round. And he does it. This round is over. Gone to Ehren. 6-0. Let's see. Marc's going to start off the next round here. He overshoots. Ehren has a chance. Let's see what he's going to do. Maybe a follow-through. He ends up with a bad bounce and knocks himself out. Marc's going to try and take advantage. He gets the 20, so now he has a piece on and a 20 in the cup. Marc has a little bit of advantage here, although Ehren does have the hammer. Marc's going to try and follow through, and he ends up losing his own shooter, giving Ehren a chance to catch up here. Ehren just gets the 20. Very good. Essentially, they're on even ground. Marc loses that advantage of shooting first by coming up short. Ehren takes advantage of the hanging 20 there, as he's done so well throughout this match. And now Marc's behind again in this round, or at least behind in this round. Now he leaves Marc a chance. Marc doesn't drop the hanging 20, and that really would have given Marc a chance to even out the score and catch up. Ehren now has a chance to come far ahead if he can drain this 20. And he does. Very nice. Off-center, hanging 20 down the right lane. That was a tough shot. Marc goes right up the middle and goes a little long. He's been going a little long through a lot of open 20s in this match. Ehren tries to follow through but rolls off to the side, hit a little off to the side. Marc manages to tie the cup, but it's a little too late. Ehren has to just get a valid shot to win this one. And he does just that. So now it's 8-0, Ehren Lewis from Ponzio. Ehren leads us off with a Super Steve right through the house onto the far side of the board. Marc hits a 20. Ehren hits a 20. Marc follows suit. Here we are. This is a 20s race. I think at this point, Marc is just trying to get himself on the board here. 3-2 Marc. 3-3 Ehren. 4-3 Marc. This is getting to be a long 20s race. Quite the 20s race. Here we go. Ehren drains one. Marc follows suit. Ehren drops one. 5-5. 6-5 Marc. 6-6. 7-5 Marc. Marc has, at this moment, tied the round in worst case scenario. Of course, he would lose if he ties, but he at least got on the board. Marc realizing he has one shot left. Let's see what he does with it.
Valid. I don't need perfect. Yeah. Right. That one.
And it's a perfect round. They take a moment to congratulate each other. Marc finally gets on the scoreboard. And here we are going into the next round. Marc leads us off. Hits a 20. Ehren drains one. Marc again. That's 10 20s in a row for Marc. Ehren gets another one. 11 for Marc. And Ehren's not far behind. Cup ends up at 3-3. Ehren has the hammer advantage. Marc is definitely in an unfavorable position here. Okay, play comes to Marc's side of the board. He's going to try a hide. He manages a decent hide. I think he was going to be a little close to that peg, but that's not bad. It's sort of shifted to the Hogan's Alley side of that shot there. So Ehren's kind of forced to go through Hogan's. I don't think he has much of a chance of it coming through the rest of the house. Ehren up to the task, just knocks it out. Marc tried to get in. I think he bounced off a peg there. Ehren just has to keep play on the outside, and Ehren does a really smart positioning move here. He keeps his piece on the board in the 10, sort of clogs up the lane. Marc right now, I think he's considering pushing that front white piece through the green one, but it just doesn't seem possible, and he gets a really bad bounce and clears himself off the table. At this point, Marc's in a bad spot. Ehren drops it. Now Marc cannot win, and he's realized it. Marc's just going to take the last shot. He's lost the match. He offers his hand, and that's the end of it. Ehren is the winner of the 2025 singles tournament in Vermont for the Vermont State Championship. All right, on to the highlight shots. Marc managed that nice clear with a roll in there. Ehren showcasing some of his really sharp hanging 20 or heavy hanger conversion shots. He had one straight up the center. I think he has another one from the side. Yeah, here's another one from the side. Some really excellent shooting. Wonderful match from both players. Ehren and Marc both had some excellent shots in there. Thank you so much to the Lake Champlain Crokinole Club for letting us produce this video. Please, if you have not already done so, check out their club and join up for next year. It's been a wonderful tournament. I hope to see them again soon. Thank you so much. Take care.